I was in 5th grade, 2008, 2009, sitting at the lunch table with all my buddies. My friend Joseph was telling us about this video he saw called Emo Elmo. We're like, what? What do you mean a video? Like on the internet? I mean, sure, that was a thing, but like, what are you talking about? He said it was on YouTube. I was like, YouTube? So I went home that night, went on my computer, went to www.google.com, and then I searched YouTube, and I went to YouTube and searched Emo Elmo. And I found this hilarious video of Elmo being emo. It was great. That was a time where it was all about all of us. We would all go on YouTube and like watch his viral videos. It's like, oh, who found the next big viral video? It was like the Duck Song, Ultimate Showdown, Charlie the Unicorn, How to Be Ninja. All these videos, all these iconic videos today that we were discovering in real time, right? Back in the day of the 5-star ratings, right? There wasn't really like personalities on YouTube. It wasn't about the personalities of people. It was just the viral videos that were just funny one-offs, you know. And sure, some of them were like YouTubers, but you know, we were kids, you know. It's just like, oh, the funny video. We never thought to like, oh, you can go to their channel and they have like other stuff like this. I don't know if I'm alone in that feeling back then, but that's how it was. It wasn't until I found Toby Turner, Tobuscus, Toby Games, his 3 channels. That was my guy. I convinced my mom to buy me his black Tobuscus hoodie, which I wore to middle school every single day. I kid you not. Maybe not all 3 years of middle school, but at least 1 year I wore it every single day. I'm serious. It wasn't even because I just loved him so much. I just loved that jacket. I don't know. That was just I was like a cartoon character. I wore the same outfit every day. It was just my thing. And then I found James, otherwise known as Uber Haxor Nova, a part of The Creatures, which is like a group of friends YouTube channel comparable to Rooster Teeth. I love James. He's the only person that I found back in the day who is like still relevant doing things. And I love him, respect him for it. I would love to meet that guy one day. I'd love to. Big inspiration. Anyways, there was a major pivotal moment in my life when I was watching The Creatures with James. They were playing Minecraft, epic Minecraft series, and they just made some joke, just a passing remark about AdSense, monetization, making money off their videos. I paused the video, and I was like, what? They're making money from this? I was Googling about this. I was like doing research about this. Like, I had no idea. I know what you're thinking. I know where you think this is, what this sounds like, but just listen, okay? I was blown away. I was like, they're making money off of this? Okay, I was a smart kid. No, I wasn't. I was so dumb. But I was practical, and I understood, like, to be an adult, to have a life, to pay for bills, you needed a job. You needed to have an income. Money is just important. You need money to live. As basic as that. When I realized that this wasn't just a hobby, this was their career. And I didn't even know that they were getting rich off of it. I don't know if any of them are rich, but like, you're making good money. I just thought it's just money. Money is money. I don't know. That's just how I saw it back then. When I realized that you could make a living off of this, in that moment, I realized I can do this. This is something I could do. And I didn't want to admit it at the time. I couldn't admit it to myself, but that's what I wanted to do. I decided in that moment. Society, any sentence that starts with society, you're in for one hell of a sentence. Probably, I don't know, what am I saying? Society, doesn't... Life. What am I trying to say? You go to school, go to college, get a degree, become a doctor, lawyer, whatever, get married, have kids, retire, die. Life, in a nutshell. Obviously, there's way more to it than that. Life is so much more complicated. Day-to-day life varies intensely for every single individual person, but basically that was kind of what was expected, or to some degree. You don't have to be a doctor or a lawyer, but a degree that would lead to a career. I don't know why. I was just always so against that. I've always wanted to go against the grain. I can't explain it. It's just how I was. I don't know. And when I realized that YouTube wasn't just a hobby, but it was something that could replace being a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, something I didn't want to do, something that I loved could be something that I do every day, and like I don't have to be a doctor or a lawyer. It was eureka, or no, is that the right word? It was euphoria. Is that the word? It was a big moment, a pivotal moment in my life. At the time, I was watching another YouTuber, went by the name Zellhazard. You don't know who he is. If you do, wow, let me know. Hell yeah. Zellhazard fans, hey, yeah, whatever. I was playing the Ratchet and Clank games on PS2 at the time, the original Ratchet and Clank games. I had beaten those games over and over and over again, 100%ed, NG+, did every possible thing that you could do in that game. So I went on YouTube to find more. Not for Let's Plays, not walkthroughs, not theories, or, things like that. No. Glitch guides. I wanted to exploit the game. I wanted to find the things I wasn't supposed to find. I wanted to see every nook and cranny of this game. I wanted to go against the grain and just break it. Because I love these games so much. I just wanted to get every little drip out of it that I possibly could, right? So, I did. And once I realized that YouTube... And honestly, this might have been before that pivotal moment, but I wanted to do what Zellhazard were doing. I wanted to make my own glitch guide. So I got my bunch of DVD cases, game cases, stacked them on my chair, sat on the edge of my bed, put my mom's camcorder on top, pointed at the TV. Pre-puberty voice, hey guys, welcome to part 1 of my Ratchet and Clank Future Crack in Time glitch guide. Glitch guide. It's terrible. 8-part series, plus a Quest for Booty Let's Play and a Little Big Planet 1 Let's Play that never finished. I remember I even started the Quest for Booty Let's Play. It was like a question mark, Let's Play Part 1, what is it? And I was like trying to fool you, like surprise you. That was a terrible idea. But I uploaded those to YouTube. They don't exist anymore. I deleted the channel a long time ago. I regret it. I wish I didn't. So those videos just don't exist anymore. Except they're actually right there, burned on a DVD. I did that. I don't know why I did that way back then. I was just future-proof, and I was ready. You're not going to see those. Hey, a million subs. Well, you can see my first YouTube videos. How about that? That's what I did. I tried it out, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. And then I stopped. And then it was always in the back of my head, all through elementary, middle school, high school, YouTube. I want to do videos. I just didn't feel like I could. Like I wasn't allowed to, almost. So I don't want to get into too much detail. It's quite very personal. But another big pivotal moment happened in my life. Let's just say because of it, or if it didn't happen, I would still be living in Texas. I grew up in Texas for 19 years. Moved to Ohio for a year, and now I'm in California. And I didn't move to California for YouTube, if that's what you're thinking. No. I moved here because I had a girlfriend here. Long distance relationship. Yeah, 2.5 years. FaceTime every single day. Did not miss a single day. 2.5 years. Proud of that. I moved here for her. Finally, I was able to. Just happened to be LA. But yeah, big moment happened in my life at the end of my high school. And that was right before I started this channel, which was then Zephic, which is a name that I spent an entire month, I kid you not, an entire month of September, the entire month of September 2015, is that when I started the channel? 2016? That's when I started the channel, right? I spent thinking of Zephic. That was the name. I had a whole page in like a notebook of name ideas. And now here we are. I'm just using my real name. But I started the channel with Resident Evil 5 Let's Play and a Turing Test Let's Play. I did Resident Evil 5. The Turing Test Let's Play is terrible. That was my first solo thing I did was a puzzle game. Worst decision I ever made. Terrible series. But I did Resident Evil 5 with my buddy Christian, and I still honestly think it holds up all right. You can tell I'm still trying, but it's not that bad. I got Christian there to ground me a little bit. Speaking of Christian, I have to give a huge thank you to Christian. I wouldn't be here without him. He's been a supporter since day one. He's gone through so much crap I put him through trying to do videos with me. All the hours I've spent on the phone with him, bouncing back ideas, getting feedback from him, explaining all my ideas to him, and he just puts up with it and listens to me all the time. Thank you, Christian. I wouldn't be here without you. So I was doing those videos. I was living in Texas. Moved to Ohio. Things kind of stopped because I was living in my grandma's basement until our house was done. Then I moved into the house, and I just never really got back into things. It was a new house, new space. It just didn't feel right until eventually I moved out here, and I moved like 5 times. So things were pretty rough to get back into, but eventually I did. And I was at a point where YouTube videos just weren't really coming to me. Like, they were, but it was like, I decided I'm going to make a video. I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Whatever idea I have, I'm going to do it. I don't care what it is. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care if nobody's going to care about it. I'm going to do it. And that was always roughly the idea I had, but it was more like, what YouTube video can I make? Not, what do I want to make? What YouTube video can I make? And, I mean, naturally it comes, whatever I want to make, still applies to, I'm terrible at explaining things. Whatever. I was at a point now. Do whatever. I don't care if nobody cares about it. I'm gonna do it. And that's where the Paul Rudd videos came from. And I think I did the Control Let's Play at the time as well, which did terrible. But it felt good. And the videos, the Paul Rudd ones did like pretty well at the time. I got like 40 views, which is way better than usual 5 to 10 views. And then I realized, Ratchet and Clank, if you're not aware at this point, Ratchet and Clank is a huge part of my life. I grew up with them along with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Shout out. Just got to throw that in there. Ratchet, Avatar, and Imagine Dragons are like the 3 pillars of my foundation of who I am. Just throwing that out there. Just, if you need to know anything about me, that's all you need to know. Those 3 things. But anyways, off topic. Ratchet and Clank, big part of my life. And we've been pretty dry with Ratchet and Clank games recently. So I am very much on top of all news, any little thing, any clues about a next game. I was all over it. And I realized not everybody realized that a new game was inevitable. So I was like, in a way, I was a little bit frustrated. I was like, you know what? I should just do a video, sit down here, just put everything out. Everything that we know, just lay it out. Nobody's going to watch it. I don't care. I want to get this out because I was just going over it in my head every single day for like a month. And I was like, you know what? I just got to do a video about it. And I was like, how can I do it differently? I got to do it differently somehow. I don't want to just talk over gameplay. That's what everybody does. I don't want to just sit in front of a camera like this. That's boring. Here I am sitting in front of a camera like that. It's meant to be candid. All right. This is a candid video. Very personable. This is the shirt I wear when I do those videos. And I want to show you real quick. A little behind the scenes. This is the first green screen rod. It's a hat rack taped together with some water bottles that I would tape on top of my chair and toss a green screen over it. Until I eventually made this one out of some cardboard boxes. And it just, look at that. Throw a green screen over that, works great. I even made an extender. Goes on, this on top. Yeah, I haven't even used it yet. But that was the grand idea I had, to make it, put my own spin on it. A floating head. I didn't even coin that term. A commenter. I gotta find that commenter. The first person that coined that that term. I know I replied to them, but yeah, floating head. That was the thing. And that video got like something like 80 views, 70 views in the first day. Blew me away. Pretty incredible. And I called Christian that night, and he was like, this video might do like really well. I was like, no, it's gonna plateau at like 200 max. That's still insane, but like, stop trying to hype it up too much. No. The video's at like 13,000 views now. Topped my last video at that much, which was my Imagine Dragons ASL cover, American Sign Language cover of Believer, which at the time, you know, this was very, very early on in my YouTube career, and it blew up. So you can imagine how I felt back then. And that was like by far the record holder for my best video. And then all of a sudden, I just put this random video out that I didn't even like try super hard on. I mean, I tried hard. I mean, I trying to make good content, but it was just kind of like I don't care. Nobody's gonna watch this. I don't care. I just want to get this out because I want to do it. Because I want to do it. And it blew up. So, and here we are, like 10 plus Ratchet and Clank videos later. And we hit 1,000 subs. I mean, granted, most of them are probably from that video and the Crack in Time one, and they probably don't watch all of my videos, but there's some of you out there that are like pretty consistent, have my bell notifications on, and I see you. I remember your names and your user icons and everything, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you. Long story, not long story short, this is a long story long. Moral of the story. This is meant, that's how much this means to me. That's the journey I've been on to get to this point. Hitting 1,000 subscribers has always been a fever dream. Going against the grain. This is what I'm looking at. My girlfriend, Skylie, she came over today and got me this cake as well as a little stuffed animal and some balloons over there. I don't know if I'm going to edit this video, but if I do, I'll put a picture up right here of the picture we took today. It's iconic, very iconic picture. And on the matter of Skylie, my girlfriend, I would not be here without you, Skylie. She's been #1 supporter since the very beginning. She understood how important this was to me. She saw the passion in it. I also have to give a big thank you to my mom. I don't know if she would even care to watch. I don't know if she even watched my videos or all of them. Probably not. Maybe this one. I don't know. But Mom, if you're watching, thank you. I couldn't. She always, Mom. She always believed in me. She always supported me. And that was, that was all I really needed. I wouldn't be here without her. I'm tripping over my words. Barry too. Barry, come here, Barry. Come here. Yeah, come here. No. Little kitty cat. Barry Boo. Keeping me sane. Not really. She keeps me insane. Listen, I know 1,000 subscribers might not seem like a lot to some people. In the grand scheme of things, sure, it's not. But as I think I've made clear, it's a very big deal to me. Probably the most important milestone I'll ever hit. Maybe like 1 million being like the other huge big deal one. if that would ever happen. But yes, we're at 1,000 now, and YouTube partnership is right around the corner, which feels like winning a Grammy. It's incredible, but it's gonna take like about a month until that rolls in. Probably longer because of what's going on right now. Also, I know a lot of what we've been doing and what's mostly gotten us to this milestone has been thanks to Ratchet and Clank. Amazing that something from my childhood is making my childhood dreams come true now in my adult life, full circle. It's amazing thing. Thank you, universe. But yes, lots of Ratchet. And I realize, I know, to keep growing, I can't just keep doing Ratchet forever. It's understandably a pretty niche audience. We'll still be doing Ratchet and Clank content, of course, but we'll slowly branching out to other things, like how I've done my Death Stranding video, or the Final Fantasy VII Remake video, or my Halloween special. All of those perform terribly, but they're pretty different, very different. I've been doing like dreams and stuff too, but I'll do like really different things on occasion, sure. But I want to try incorporating things with overlapping fan bases, like Sly, Jack, Spyro, Crash. I want to do more Insomniac games things, Sucker Punch, Naughty Dog, just PlayStation, Sony in general, PC stuff. And the new people from that will likely be fans of even broader things, and then it just snowballs from there, I mean, that's the idea anyways. I want to be like the Ratchet and Clank guy, right? But I don't want to be just the Ratchet and Clank guy. I want to do more. And by that, I mean, well, that's a pretty heavy thing to dissect. To get really like deep and personal here, when I was at the end of high school, the very end of my senior year of high school, we were like talking all about like college and stuff, and I was very uninterested, and my counselors knew, and everybody just seemed like concerned that I wasn't into like college. And probably rightfully so. But I remember specifically the one thing that has stuck with me was a classmate asked me, a friend of mine in the class, they said, like, what are your plans? Like, what do you want to do? And I was honest. I was like, I don't know, but I want to do something great. That's what I said. And they were like, what do you mean something great? What does that mean? You can't just say something great. That doesn't mean anything. You gotta like pick. You gotta do something. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know I want to do something great. And I know this is starting to sound really cheesy and corny, but yes, I want to like make a difference. That's all I want. Like long-term life goals. To make a difference, some way, shape, or form. I don't know. And yeah, again, I know this sounds like cheesy and corny and stuff, but to be honest, it feels, admitting this publicly feels very similar to how it felt growing up, deep down knowing I wanted to do this kind of stuff, but I could never admit it, as I was explaining before. So I want to say this now, sooner than later, this time. Put it out in the universe, if you will. Talking about wanting to do something great and wanting to do something like this, they both feel like taboo. Like I can't like talk about it, right? And people kind of, I feel like, react to it in a similar way. It's like, sure, okay, good luck with that, like, all right, just like, I'm well aware that for achieving great things, whether with this or just in the world in general, chances are slim, right? What are the odds? But to me, asking what are the odds, is that a good enough? That's not a reason to give up. Maybe I'll never hit 2,000 subs, but I don't care. Because I can live with failure, but I can't live with what if. A wise man I look up to once said, to make a difference, you have to start within your own community. Ratchet and Clank is my community. This is where we begin. Thank you again, Skyly, Christian, my mom, everybody that has supported me up until this point, everyone on Twitter, Instagram, everything. All you people commenting, I see you. Thank you. And especially to my absolute favorite person in the world, my brother, Kobe. Kobe, I miss you. I love you. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see you again, Kobe. But please go watch the videos I've done with Kobe on my channel. Best content. Those are the best videos on my channel. 100%. I'm sorry this video is so freaking long. Nobody probably cared about any of that, but in case anybody does, it's just wanted to do a be-all end-all kind of thing, because I don't really do these like sit in front of the camera talking to you videos very much. I don't really like doing that. I don't think there's any on my channel public. So when I do these, I want it to be a big deal, be-all, tell-all kind of thing, I just want you to understand that when I say you mean the world to me, you really do, because this is my world, and it always has been. I got a lot coming for y'all. Stay tuned for a big announcement right after this video. I'll upload it very soon after this, no later than like 24 hours after, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you all for fulfilling my childhood dream of the past 12 years. That's more than half of my life I've been dreaming of this moment. Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining me in this crazy journey that I am embarking on, all of us together. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for your support. There's just never enough weight to... I can never say anything that'll have enough weight to really... Even this half-hour-long video, whatever this is just never enough. But always come back to this video, because this will truly explain how thankful I am for everything. So, thank you. I love you all. And I'll see you soon. Peace.